Hello, 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 and welcome everybody. All right. I was going to go live at 11:30, you guys, but I'm all set up and I'm ready to go. So I figured I will jump in here early and give us a little bit of time to chit chat and let everybody find their way in. So please smash that like button on your way in. It helps get us out there in the algorithm. And lets everybody know that we are live. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for the mini reads to come back. Good morning, Nana. Good to see you. It was good to see you over on Jules' channel. And I'm happy to see that you guys go over there and check her out. We are going to be doing some updates on the Barry Morphew case. Now, I do know that the witness list for his case has been out for some time. It's just I haven't had time to get to it, so I probably will do that Monday or Tuesday. Hello, K. Mitch. Good to see you. K. Mitch, did you get your book? I think it was you that had one. Courtney, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you guys all here. Julie, good morning. Good to see you guys. I've got tons planned for this week coming up, you guys. And as you've seen, I got to lift up my chair a little bit here. Hang on, give me a second, you guys. All right, that's a little better. Just see here. Remove this. Miss Missy, there she is. Member for 48 months. Yes. Hello, family. I've missed you. I've missed you too. I hope everything is going good. 48 months. That is unreal. It just shocks me each and every time. Good morning from Mississippi. First time catching a live. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And there's Kate Bell. Kate Bell is in here. Hello and welcome. Des will be in. I told her I was going live at 11:30, but I did send her a message. She's packing, getting ready for a trip to Florida. So she will be in at some. There's Leslie. Hello, Leslie. I haven't seen some of you guys in a while. So it's great to see you guys. Going good? Good. I am glad. Des is heading your way, Missy. Well, not quite towards Tallahassee, but she's going down into Florida. She's going to get to see some of the fam jam that she hasn't seen. And oh my gosh, I think the last time she was in Florida was like 4 or 5 years ago. So she needs a break. She needs to get away for a while. So I'm glad that she's gonna get down. I'm doing good, Leslie. Yeah, she's going to Florida. She's leaving on Tuesday. She's going on Tuesday. She's going for 20 days. So it's going to be good. She's going on the east coast of Florida. Somewhere, she told me exactly where it was. She's going to be in a bit, Missy. But center of Florida on the east side. It's in that area. So I wish I could go with her, but right now it's just not apparently safe for us to go into the States. So it's like, wow. It's crazy, and I hate that because I wanted to get out to California to see Marie. I wanted to get to Jersey to see Rose and Des and Delia and a bunch of people in Jersey. Even going across, she should reach out to me or I will reach out to her. Yeah, she's going to see her honey bun and her family that's down there. There's Courtney. I got you, Courtney. And you want to hear from Mike? I got you. There she is. Des, where are you going in Florida? Miss Missy wants to know. Yeah, it's not safe for us Canadians to go across. We got our cars ripped apart at the border and everything, so it's like it's not even worth it. We need to meet up one day. We do. Like there's so much I wanted to do. Like I finally got last winter got my passport renewed and everything. It was like we were able to cross over. Like you guys know, I'm pretty close to the U.S. border. So it was nothing for us to go over there for the day, and do some shopping and visit and stuff like that with people I know in Messina and everything, upstate New York. But they're ripping our Deltona. That's where she's going, Deltona. Um, they rip if you're a Canadian, they're ripping your car apart. And then coming back into Canada, if you have any electronics on you, like if I went into go see Des or whatever, I'd bring all my electronics with me, right, in case we want to go signing or whatever. And you gotta make sure you got your receipt showing that you purchased it in Canada, or they confiscate it at the Canadian border because of this tariff stuff, or they charge you the tariffs on the value of it. It's just crazy. And I hear a lot of people that have gone into the States, they've had their car damaged by people telling them to go the hell back to Canada and stuff like that. And I know that's not the vast majority of people in the US. Like, I love everybody. I love all my US friends. And it's just, it's sad that we can't go because there's, a select few that don't want us there because of everything that's going on, right? So it's sad, and the relationships like that we've built, and even with you guys, the relationships you've built with Canadian people. It's sad because it's not your guys' fault. It's not our fault. It's all politics, right? So it's sad. Yeah, I heard one guy got beat up really bad and his car trashed and smashed and out BC way. He went into the states through like the BC US crossing there, and they beat him up. Told him to go back to Canada. And it's like, wow, wow. Thank you, Leanne, for your super sticker. I appreciate you. Hmm. It's not safe. I mean, I haven't heard of like here in where I am. I'm in the farthest tip of Ontario. So you got the Quebec border here, and I've got the US border here, and I'm right here. You know what I mean? So it's not far from either. And we still got a lot of people coming in from the States, and shopping over here and everything. And I mean, it's great. I've got a lot of people that live just on the other side, on the US side in Messina and upstate New York there. They still can come over and they're still treated, with respect and kindness and whatever, because we know it's not the people's fault. The people aren't choosing this. It's the government's, right? They got to figure this out. Our government and your government, we got to figure it out. They got to figure it out. Us as people shouldn't have to worry about not being able to go and see our friends. So just to know that you guys are always welcome here, and you're safe to come here. Miss Missy, I got you, hon. And you want the black deck? Perfect. If there's anything in particular, Courtney or Missy, that you want included, let me know. There's Leslie. From your mother, Sonia. Absolutely, I got you. If there's any question in particular that you guys want, put it in the chat. And I will try and include that with your read. It is. It's just horrible because it's not the people. It's not the people like you and me. You know, it's the governments, and it's like, stop it. You know, we've been best allies and friends for over 200 years. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get into the politics of it. I just want to be able to go and see my friends, and my friends come here. Like, and I can tell you right now, you guys coming across into Canada, you're safe. You're welcome. You always have been. You always will be. I just hope that between our two governments, they get it figured the F out, because I'm tired of the crap, right? Okay, so Daz, you're up. Des, you're up. Let's see what we got for Des. Hopefully we got some good stuff for her as she's going on vacation. And Leslie's got another one in. Leslie, husband, hubby Thurston. I got you. I got you, girl. Okay, so let's see what we got for Des. Des paid through PayPal this time, you guys. Or I don't know. Are you guys having problems with the super chats? It doesn't look like it. From what I'm seeing, most people are getting their super chats through. Everything's so upside down here, just about bitten off too much to chew. I'm still trying to get back in my house after remodel, and all I can say is, oh my God, oh no. Well, I'm glad to hear that you got some stuff done, Missy. Okay, Des, let's see what we got. Oh, there it is. There it's already. Everything is so upside down, not here. All seems okay, yeah. I guess there's just someone. Oh, you got two. Oh my God, there's three. Okay, we got to do this again. I can't take three. Yeah, some people were having problems with super chats in some of my last lives and that too. So, okay, Des, let's see what we got for you. There it is. You're very welcome. The panda. This is all about creating a space just for yourself. Let me just get I wish I could get my computer tower pushed back farther so I could pull in my chair farther. But anyway, it's a me problem. The panda is all about creating a sacred space. So it's almost like a space just for you, where you can go and unwind, not have to worry about anything else. And I think that that's what's coming for you with this little vacay that you're going on. There's Mama right there. Sorry. She was sitting here right beside me by my phone. Let me just, my cards are all, hang on a sec here. Let's just push these over a bit. So I don't know what's going on with my camera. Sometimes I got a bigger space, a shorter, and I got this new mat, you guys. So when I do this, it's not loud for you guys. Mama's there. Mama's there. Okay. So this is about, other than where where you are all day long, where you work, where you know what I mean? It's about a space where you can go just for yourself, to de-stress. And this space may be this vacation. This, to me, it could be telling you that this is exactly what you needed, right? The nightmare. Okay. This is the nightmare. This is about protecting yourself, calling out for help, and free will. This is about getting your independence. So, what am I seeing here? The panda is saying you need to get away. You need a space that's just for you, where there's no outside influences. Sometimes this is about just creating a space. I feel like this is more on a bigger scale, about needing your own space, needing a place that you can just come, relax, and just unwind without having, things in the background to still have to deal with. The nightmare here that we've got with the nightmare, this is all about protecting yourself, shielding yourself from things that I don't want to say that have been put in motion to hurt you, but could hurt you in the long run. Um, the call for help is about reaching out. Don't be afraid to reach out and admit that you can't do this on your own, that you need some help. And the free will, this is about getting your independence back. So I do feel like especially with these three cards coming out with the panda, I feel like the tides are about to turn for you. Let's see, let's get some clarification cards on it. The nightmare. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is about chaos. A lot of chaos going on in your life right now. But this is also somebody who's about to be very mean towards you out of jealousy. The Four of Swords. So with the call for help, the Four of Swords. This is about recuperating, taking a rest, taking a break. And this is the break that you need to collect your thoughts, to really put perspective into what you really want and need. So I do feel like this trip is going to be good for you. I do think that it is going to put a lot of things into perspective. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be around you, surrounding you, that love you and care about you, and that are going to be offering you help. Not only about taking a break for yourself, but about the healing that needs to go on, and really taking a rest from everything else, and really being concerned about yourself and your wants and your needs and how to achieve that. The free will. Let's see with the free will. We've got the Chariot in reverse. Somebody's about to get very aggressive with you, and I feel like you doubt yourself a lot. Like there's things that you could do, but I feel like you for some reason you don't have that confidence yet built to the point where you can take full control. I feel like there's a lot of self-doubt, that you need reassurance. I feel like you're going to get that on this trip. So I feel like this trip here is going to be a real turning point for you. I feel like you're going to have the time away to make decisions that you haven't been really able to, I'm not saying think about, but really to put in perspective, to get yourself to where you need to be. And I feel with this here, with the cry for help, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people around you, and I'm going to say it's going to be family, that's going to say, look at Des, like you really need to do this for yourself. And I feel like you're going to come back home with a whole new outlook on things and about the direction you want to go in. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of answers coming to you on this trip. And I feel like you need it, right? Okay, let's get a couple from the black deck for you. There's one, the Butterfly. This is about a relationship that's going to be evolving. So there you are there, some more reinforcement then. The sunglasses, watching, looking. So somebody is still going to be keeping an eye on what you're doing, and watch out for the gaslighting, because I feel like there's somebody there that's going to really start gaslighting when they're not going to like the change that they see in you. But these changes are for your own good, and these changes are what's needed. So I do feel like this is going to be such a beneficial trip for you, Des, that it's going to change your perspective on a lot of things. Okay, Courtney. And Courtney wants to hear from Mike. Thank you, Mama. I'm going to keep Mama right there. Thank you, Mama. Okay, let's see what we got for you, Courtney. Let me first see if there's any messages from Courtney here. If anything that she maybe wanted included. No. Okay, let's see. There it is. Oh, whoops. Courtney, what do we got? We got the goose. This is about taking time to rest and recuperate. With the goose, okay, I'm going to tell you with the goose. This is like you need to take a rest. You got to stop pushing in the direction that you're going. So I don't know if there's an issue that you have been dealing with for some time, because I feel like there's an ongoing issue that you've been trying to resolve that is not being resolved no matter what you've attempted to try and do. It's almost like somebody's finding a problem for every solution. You know what I mean? Going round and round in circles. It's time to take a break, to just put it on the back burner for now, and just, I'm going to see what comes out, but I am feeling like this is a battle you're never going to win. So you got to pick your battles type thing. Is this really worth fighting? So let's see. Love conquers all. This is about loyalty and commitment, right? You see the wolf there? I see a larger one in the back with another one just laying down in front of it here. It's almost like sitting back, watching and waiting. Let's see what else comes out with it. We've got burnt by the sun. This is being overextended. And we've got the Maynard. Releasing the energy. So with the goose here telling me that it's time to take a step back, I almost feel like this is an ongoing battle, and it seems everything you try to resolve the issue, somebody comes up with a problem for that resolve. So it's like, that's not going to work because of this. So you move on to something else, and you try this and you try that, and it doesn't matter what you're trying. There's somebody there that I'm seeing that finds a problem with every solution. You know what I mean? So it's almost like it's time to take a step back, and rather than continuing, to try and battle this, maybe it's time to just let it go. Love conquers all is telling me about the loyalty and the commitment. I don't think that you've got this from certain people, and I question why. You know what I mean? Burnt by the sun. It's almost like your problems now are extending into my life. So I feel like people are starting to feel the burden, and I feel like this is almost like people that have tried to guide you or help you along the way. They're starting to feel like they've taken on too much of your burden, and it's now affecting them. You see this here? They're both laying down here. It's almost like, okay, it's time to take a step back from this, and whatever's going to be is going to be. Because at this point, when I've got the loyal shepherd here and I've got the wolf, and they're both laying down, it's almost like it's a battle you're never going to win. You've got to release it, right? The Maynard's telling me about, like, this is madness. Now, I don't know what the issue is here, but I feel like it's somebody that you got close ties with. And it's almost like it's time to release that energy that you've been putting in, trying to either find a solution for this, because I feel like there's somebody here that's just never going to accept anything. They're going to make something. There's going to be a problem for every solution is the best way that I can put it. So with the wolf and the loyal, to me, the shepherds are loyal. This is a German shepherd, part husky, part shepherd, whatever. Very loyal dogs, right? And I almost feel like people are getting tired, including yourself. Let's just get a couple clarifications here with what you should be doing, what needs to be done here with this. Like I can see you so exhausted from this, but I feel like those that have been on your side and helping you are also starting to get exhausted. The world. Um, this is about a completion, right? I feel with the world coming out here, it's time to put things to rest. We got the emperor. This is somebody who always needs to be in control, and we got this of burnt by the sun. So I feel like this is a male, or there's a male head at the head of this. This is somebody who is always, they need things in a certain way. They need to be in control of the situation. Um, I feel like it's because of this person that things can never be resolved, because it's not the way that he wants it done or the way that he would do it. We got the devil in reverse. See this? This is all about releasing it. Now, if this was in the upright, I'd be concerned, but the devil is in reverse. Okay, so it's time to release the madness. The main art is also about releasing energy, right? Get that bad energy away from you. Like I said, sometimes it's better to take a loss than it is to try and fix something that I don't feel is ever going to be fixed. I feel like somebody is always finding a problem with any solution that has been brought forward. I do feel like there is a male figure that's at the head of this because they feel like if I can't control it, it's not good enough. So unless you do it my way or the way that I feel it should be done, it's not going to be to our satisfaction. And I'm saying our because I feel like this male is in cahoots with somebody else. The devil in reverse is about just freeing yourself from all of this and releasing the energy that is holding you back. So, time to release it, let it go. There's just some things in life that you're not going to be able to change, no matter, how good spirited, good hearted you are. Or easygoing about something, or even letting your guard down or lowering boundaries. It doesn't matter what you do. I don't think, unless things are done a certain way, and the emperor here tells me that it has to be a certain way or they're never going to accept it. And that means you giving up full control, because this is the type of person that needs to be in control of everything. I think you just need to walk away and just let things be. Let it be. C'est la vie, as we say. Like, what's going to be is going to be. That's what I feel with this situation. There's better things that you could be putting your energy towards. Yeah. Okay. Mike, do you have a message, please, for Courtney? A message for Courtney, please, from Mike. Courtney would like a message from you, Mike. There you go. We're going to take them out as they come. Remember me by the happy memories we created. So when I get this card coming out, he doesn't want you to look back at how he passed, the day he passed. He doesn't want the sadness. He wants you to look back at the memories, the good memories that you guys shared, and let that be your strength. He wants you to pull on his strength to help get you through this situation. And he's become one of your guides. I think I have told you this before. I feel like he is around you and he's like a protection for you. But I also feel, because what I'm getting from him is you're not seeing the signs, or you're not following the signs I've been sending you. So he's been trying to send you signs on maybe how to guide you through certain situations. And I think that you're chalking it up to, oh, that's weird, but no, that can't be. That is him trying to send you signs and energies, okay, to help you with this situation and to help guide you. Know that he is around you and he is protecting you, okay? He's not going to let you have anything on your plate bigger than what, just like the good Lord, right? He's not going to give you anything that you can't handle. He's going to let you make some mistakes because he feels like you need to still learn from certain mistakes, but things that are going to seriously alter your life with decisions that he's trying to guide you in a way that is going to be good for you. Okay, so remember that he is around you. He is one of your guides. Let this, whatever this issue is, you got to just let it go, even if it's for some time, just to gain back your own sanity. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, Courtney. You need to just break away from this. Anne Lee, and did you want the black deck or did you want a message from heaven, Anne? Okay, let me just see. Miss Missy is up next. Miss Missy, did you want anything, a question or anything included? I'm seeing people say hello, Juror 13. I'm not seeing Juror 13. Glenna, a mini read is $25 US by Super Chat. Ann Lee says, I need guidance on how to pay for a reading. You got it in now. I'm just scrolling back through. You're welcome, Des. Let me pin the instructions here. There we go. Thank you, Miss Missy. I have pinned them. Hello, Glenna. Everybody else coming in. Thank you, Missy, for helping out with Ann Lee. Okay, Leslie. Okay, I am going to include that, Leslie, for you. Let me just write it down here. Okay, Leslie, I got your question. I wrote it down just in case because on Restream, I can only go so far back. Black deck, you want the black deck in? You got it. And yes, you did it right. Just a general, Missy? Okay. Okay, Missy, let's see what we got for you. I'll take a sip of my tea here. Lovely. Ching ching. All right. Okay, Missy, let's see what we got for you. Come on, good stuff. Come on, good stuff. Whoa, that's like about 8 that flipped. I'm not taking that many, you guys. It's the only thing I don't like about, I love this deck, but it's got like a really, see, rough surface on it. So when you shuffle, they're loud. It's the only thing I don't like about this deck, but I love the deck itself. I just wish they would have made it like smooth like this. clear the deck because nothing is seeming to want to pop out. There we go. The Boar. The Boar. This is all about facing your problems head on, not letting anybody push you around. And do it with confidence. Have the confidence in yourself. And you're going to, I think, actually surprise yourself. So I don't know if there is something that's going on. There's a problem that is going to arise or has arisen. You need to face this head on. No monkey farting around. No, well, let me think about it. No, hey, well, let's talk. No, this is, and I'm almost getting like, this is what you promised, this is what I expect, and this is what I want, and I'll settle for nothing less. So this is all about taking stance and having confidence in yourself to be able to do it. Okay? Reason. It's all about thinking clearly. Okay, so I feel like there's somebody here that may try and get you to, like, how do you say that? Well, let's make a deal. Well, no, because this is what you said. That's what I agreed to. So this is what I expect. Do not waver from that. Because I feel like there's going to be somebody that's going to try and barter. You know what I mean? Supernatural. This is something very miraculous, inexplicable. I don't. Let's just take another one. Free will. Yeah. I feel like you're going to even surprise yourself here, because I feel a lot of times with you, Missy, I don't know how to say this. Not that you're naive, but sometimes you take people at their word that you shouldn't, because they make it sound so good, and like you're expecting one thing and you're getting another type thing. I feel like you trust too much. How am I'm trying to explain how I'm seeing this, because it's almost like somebody saying something in a way that can be taken two different ways, and you're automatically thinking, oh yeah, that sounds good, when it's like they're using these words, these interchangeable words, so that they can come back later on and say, well, no, that's not, you may have taken it that way, but that's not what I meant, type thing. You know what I mean? This is what you're going to have to stand up to. This is also about being independent. So this is something you're going to have to do on your own. Because I don't think that this is something like life changing, but I feel like it's something like, okay, like, no, enough. Like, I've made enough concessions. I'm not settling anymore. That's the word I'm looking for. I feel like a lot of times you just settle things out to avoid any further confrontation or argument. This is something you need to stand your ground on. No, don't say I misunderstood. This is what you said. This is how I took it. You knew I took it that way, and that's how it's going to be. There's no room for bartering here. So I feel like now is the time that you need to really stand your ground and stand up for yourself, and don't take less than. And I feel like with the supernatural, I feel like you're about to even shock yourself. It's like, oh, I didn't know I had that in me. Let's get a couple clarification cards. There's one. I usually just shuffle and pull them, but we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. So sometimes with the Ace of Wands, it tells me that there was a missed opportunity. So I feel like somebody is going to try and mince words or change words. Um, and if you don't stand your ground now, that's going to be the missed opportunity, right? Because this person really lacks, um, how can I say it? Empathy, maybe. Like they don't care, they just want what they want. So I do feel like you're about to even shock yourself. So the supernatural, see, yeah, with the 3 of Wands, look at this. Nope, I'm turning my back. And when I turn back around, I expect it to be the way that you said it's going to be. So this is success in finding opportunities and taking opportunities that you may not have been very confident in taking before. So I do feel like this is going to be a time where you're even, I still get, I'm going to, oh my God, I didn't know I had that in me. You're going to shock even yourself, but there is success at the end of it. We've got the free will here with that. I've got the 7 of Swords in reverse. Something's going to be like, this is catching somebody red-handed. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're going to come with something, say, see here, right here. You see how this is? This is the way you said, and this is the way it's going to be right here. So this is catching somebody red-handed, and that's the free will. Okay, so it's like, what do you do with that? It's time to put an end to being almost like a doormat. And I don't like saying doormat because people take doormat in different ways. It's almost like, no, forget it. Usually I would just let it go. This time I'm not. And you're going to find a newfound confidence in yourself. Newfound confidence. That's always good because I feel like this person is going to be taken aback a bit because they're so used to just being able to wear you down and, somewhat gain more than what they should by, even if it's just a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I look smarter than her, right down to a contract. It's like, no, you're not going to let things slide as easy as you have. And I feel like this is almost like a new you, how you're going to start dealing with things from here forward. And it's a newfound confidence. You're going to shock yourself. But yeah, stand your ground. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind. Um, and I think that's going to be the shock even to yourself. See, not today. Not putting up with it today, not taking the excuses, not, falling prey to misspoken words, as they call it, or you took it the wrong way. Nope, not today, not putting up with that shit. It's almost like the gaslighting, right? That's not what I meant, Missy. You misunderstood. No, the hell I did not. Like, this is, I feel like you're in a transition period where I think you're finally realizing that being easygoing and non-confrontational doesn't always work. And when you look back on past decisions and this and that, you can see how you were led astray in each of those scenarios. And it's like, it's almost like it's hitting you now, right? The coffin. This is endings and new beginnings. So things are about to change for you, Missy, and it's looking good. This is a good thing, right? This is all about, taking back control, not letting people walk all over you, not letting people um, gaslight you. Like, oh, that's not the way it was said, Missy. That's not the way it was meant. No, it was said that way and I took it that way. Like, so I feel like the era of people trying to gaslight you and try to smooth things over with you or redirect you in a certain way, by shifting the blame back to you as your misunderstanding, I feel like that's about to stop. And you need to stay on that track. You need to stay on that track because it's good for you. Okay? So that's what I see happening, Missy. Watch out for me. I'm about to boil over. I've been ready to boil for a while now. Right? Kate Bell says, off with a bang. Yes, for sure. For sure, for sure. Kate Bell says, love everyone getting reads today. Yes. Okay, so Leslie is up, and Leslie, you wanted to know, after 13 years, should I still look into getting your trust fund that the family won't give to you? Let's find out. Leslie needs some questions answered here. And Thurston, can you help her with that? The goose. Time to rest and recuperate. Time to rest and recuperate. This is telling me, I don't know how long you've been fighting this, Leslie, but I'm asking whether you should continue to fight for this, what Thurston wants for you. Um, Taking a rest or recuperate doesn't mean giving up. Okay. It doesn't mean that you need to stop or move on, depending on what comes out with it. So let's see. We're going to ask him. Please give us, Thurston, the answers to what you think Leslie should do. Should she continue to fight for this? Please give her guidance and direction. So let's see what he says. Jealousy. This is changing course. So it's still not telling me that it's time to give up. I'm seeing a lot of skeletons in the closet here. I feel like there's a lot of things that's been said and done leading up to this. Free will. See this? This is the free spirit. This is about doing things independent of what others think, and compassion, doing things with kindness. What I'm seeing here, because the jealousy card that comes out tells me, you see the skeletons that are around there, that, and with the free will, this is also about punishing people for their wrongdoings, coming out with the jealousy card and then the compassion. Um, okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm getting, because he says she's going to understand this because this is how I would deal with it. So, Leslie, here's the test, because this I feel is coming directly from him. This is what, oh my gosh, this is coming right from, as you guys know, I don't connect with your loved ones. My ancestors, my loved ones connect with yours on the other side, and my loved ones show me things. And that's how I'm getting what Thurston is saying. And my Billy was the exact same as what he's showing me, and what I'm being shown right now with these cards coming out with the jealousy and the free will. The free will sometimes is punishment. I'm going to punish you for your past. Okay. But I'm not seeing it quite that way. You're going to understand when I say this, because then I got the compassion here. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm being shown by my Billy. My Billy is getting this from your Thurston. Okay. He is saying, look at, this has been going on long enough. They've got skeletons in their own closet, and maybe you need to start using that against them. To show them that, look at, for so long, I've been the goose. I've been being nice about things and being very not standoffish type thing. I feel like they've said a lot of nasty things to you. It's time to throw that back at them in the most compassionate way you can. So what I'm being told is it's got to be, this is what I'm seeing. Thurston saying, look at, this is what I know about you. Okay. And this is to the people that are withholding his trust. Okay. Because he feels that that is justly yours. Okay. And it should be given to you. Um, and what he is saying here is, you got to go for the juggler now. You got to go to whoever is holding the cards and say, look at, this is what I know about you and your dirty deeds from the past and blah, 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 blah. Whatever this is that you know or have on them, this is all about with the free will. It's time to throw some of this back at them in the most polite way possible. Okay. And he's also saying, you can do this in a way that, oh my gosh, what I'm being shown, he's so, he throws some empathy in there and some concern. It's like, were you really in your right mind when you were doing those things? Are these things from your past still affecting your thinking and your thought process and your own compassion and empathy? Like the way he's doing it, he's telling them about themselves in the nicest way that anybody could ever say it. But it's enough to hit home and to spike them to their core. Do you want this stuff coming out? Because that's what I'm about to do. You give me what's rightfully mine, or I'm going to make sure people know exactly what you're all about and the skeletons that are in your closet, right? And he says, it's almost like he says they're not honoring him because they know that this is not what he wants, what they're doing. And he says, you can use that. You can use that. I'm turning in my grave, seeing how they're treating you. Wow, that's powerful. He's turning in his grave, seeing how they're treating you. So he says it's time to fight fire with fire in the nicest way possible. He's saying don't stoop to their level, but there's ways that you can say things that are going to get them to the bone because they've got skeletons in their closet that they don't want coming out. And it's about time you use that against them to get what's rightfully yours. The Nine of Swords. See, this is the anxiety. I feel like he's telling me that you've been scared to confront them and bring out certain things. He says, don't be scared. He says, you got me behind you. Look at this one. Look at this one. Just wanting to come out. Let's see. The Nine of Wands. This is swift. Do it now. Do it now. This is swift movement. Do it now. This is the free will. You've done things their way so far and, tried to keep things, I'd say, tame. He's saying it's about time that you start giving them back some of their own medicine. This is a direct action that you're taking in reaction to what they've done. He says, and this is how I would have done it, but he would do it in a way that they can't say, oh my God, he was so aggressive and this and that and this and that. The way he said it, it was like condescending, but he's doing it with, how can I say this? In the nicest way that they can never say that he came at them in a way that was threatening or, like they were afraid of him, that put him in the fear of their security. You know what I mean? He's saying it's time to use these skeletons from their closet. Nine of Cups. Yep. It's time they start looking back and reflecting on their misgivings because that's going to be the game changer. But he's saying you got to do it now. He says it's now and never. These people are never going to have empathy. They're never going to do anything willingly. So it's time that you start pushing the boundaries, but do it. Don't turn into mean, manipulative, people like they are. Do it with respect and empathy, but make your point that these skeletons can be easily released and that he's rolling in his grave seeing the way that they're treating you. Wow. So as you can see, I'm doing your hubby first and I'll do your mom second because this is the one that pulled me. So Thurston, do you have a message for Leslie? A message directly for Leslie, please, Thurston. There you go. He's saying thank you. Okay, I had to leave that way. He says, stop questioning yourself about what? Is somebody trying to put some blame on you the way that he passed? Because he's saying, I'm sorry that they think you contributed to this or that somehow this was your fault. He said, but this is the way that I had to leave. he's apologizing for even having to leave, but he's angry. And I'm not saying angry in the way that we know anger here on earth, because over there it's more of the anger isn't described the same way. But he's hurt by the way that they've tried to somehow say that you could have done something, or not responsible for his death, but you could have done more. And he's saying that's not true. This is the way that it was supposed to happen. And he's sorry for having to leave, but this is the way that it had to happen, or should have happened. It was in the cards. It was in the cards. He says, we don't choose. He says, there's nothing that you could have said or done differently. So he says, don't let them get to you that way. That's a form of manipulation. And he's turning in his grave over what they're doing. So know that he has your back. It's almost like karma's gonna find them one way or another. He's a strong presence around you, Leslie. A very strong presence around you. Like, he's laser focused. I hope that helps, Leslie. Okay, let me just see if there was anything. He went to the doctor and they didn't find it. He died the next day. Wow. Oh my God. He had a sudden pulmonary embolism. That is horrible. Horrible. I'm so sorry, Leslie. He's around you. Know that. Wow. You're so welcome. There's Marie. My sister from a different mister. He sees everything that's going on, Leslie. $52. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm so sorry for your loss. Amy Lee, my daughter Whitney. Amy, you've already got one in. Ann Lee. Hang on a sec. Let me just go back here. Oh no. Okay, I see. Hang on. Miss Leslie. Leslie's got 2 in. Okay. Thinking, okay, Ann's got 2 in. No, it's Leslie that's got 2 in. So, Leslie, you want to hear from your mom, Sonia. Okay, what am I missing here? Okay, Kate. I'm trying to figure this out here. If it's just doubling up on my chat. Hang on. Yes, I got your mom, Sonia, next there. Okay, Ann Lee, $199. Ann Lee, $4.99, $19.99, $4.99, $19.99. My daughter, Whitney. Okay, so Ann, you got... Why is this doing this? Ann Lee, you said you wanted I would like 2. Black deck and then a second one. Okay, that's why I'm confused here. Ann Lee. And then you want a second one from your daughter, Whitney. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, then we got Kate Bell with a question. Kate? Creative endeavors. If there's any creative endeavors coming your way. Okay, I get it now. Because I'm trying to look back in my chat. And like I said, on my restream, I can't go back that far. So it's like, okay, did she have one? Did she have two? Okay, so you want a mini. Okay, Kate, I got you. Let me change that from a question to a mini. Mom was creative. Maybe she'll come through. Let's ask Mom if she has any creative endeavors. Okay. Okay, where am I? I am with Leslie. And Leslie, you want to hear from your mom, Sonia. So after we do Leslie, we're going to take a couple minute break, you guys, so we can go potty, grab a coffee, grab a drink, grab a wine, grab a soda, whatever you guys want to grab. But I got to run potty. So we'll get this one done here. Leslie wants to hear from Mom Sonia. Mom Sonia. We have messages for, there we go. The Hawaiian owl. Pyo. Your ancestor spiritual guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to the signs that are being given to you. Your mom is trying to send you signs. Whoops. Okay. Let's see what we got from Mom Sonia. Tell us, Mama Sonia, what do you want Leslie to know? Woo. Maynard, about releasing energy. Her last day in the light, unexpected endings. There's sudden shifts that are about to happen. And discipline. This is about being consistent. Okay, so you wanted to know what your mom had for you, Leslie. With the Hawaiian owl, this is about, she is trying to send you some signs. She's trying to send you signs about releasing the energy that no longer serves you. Her last day in the light, she's telling you that there was something that was unexpected. I don't know if this is with her passing, but this could very well be talking about Thurston, okay? Because I'm getting the unexpected endings here, the surprise in changes, and the sudden shifts. So I don't know if people were one way with you when your husband was here, and she says she's seeing the shift. Like, they wouldn't try and pull this if he was still here. But she's also letting you know that there's a shift also in your power, but you've got to realize it, because I've got the discipline card that came out. The only thing about this is it's got like this ridge on it, so I can't slide the cards off. This is about being consistent, right? So she's saying that, remember how you were taught to deal with things in the past. She's trying to get through to you. She's trying to send you messages that I don't think you're recognizing for some reason. I don't know why. She says, do I need to send a scent? What's this with the scent? She's telling me about a scent, about a certain scent. This could be a flower. This could be a certain, she's talking about a certain scent. When you smell that, that is me. And you're going to know it's her because of this certain scent. I don't know if it's a perfume or the smell of her cooking her favorite meal, or it's a scent. She's saying you'll know I'm around you because of the scent. This could be the scent of a rose. This, because I'm seeing a rose being handed. A white rose. I'm seeing a white rose. So is white roses her favorite? Because I'm seeing a white rose. She's saying you'll know I'm around because of the scent. Okay, so let's get some clarification. Let's see. With this releasing the energy, like, it's time to take a different approach. The Five of Pentacles, scandal. This is a scandal. Do you remember in the read with Thurston, the skeletons in the closet? The Five of Pentacles is about a scandal, releasing that energy. So she's on board with that. Her last day in the light, unexpected endings, surprise changes, sudden shifts. The Four of Pentacles. Look at this. The Four of Pentacles in reverse with the last day in the light, unexpected endings and surprise changes. You got to show that they have no control over you anymore. Because so far, it's almost like they can say or do certain things that keep you in check. Those are going to be released. Those are going to be taken away. The discipline. She's saying something about what you were taught when you were younger. Let's see what she's meaning. The Five of Wands, to me, this is a bully card. Don't let nobody bully you. When I get the Five of Wands, this is about a bully. These people are just bullies. And when you start hitting back with facts and stuff, she says, don't give in. Don't give in to the bullies. Don't give in to the bully, she says. They feel like they're in competition with you for some reason. And they're not going to fight you one-on-one. They're going to come as a group. She says, don't let that distract you from what you need to do. So I do feel like she is on board, but she's also letting you know that she does come and visit you, and she's telling me about the scent. When you smell that scent, that's when I'm near. So pay attention to that. She's also on board with what Thurston said. You got to stop being fearful about what they're going to do or outcomes and face it head on. And, if it takes threatening them with the skeletons in their own closet, so be it, but do it respectfully, the way that you were taught. She's saying, remember what you were taught about bullies, because they're bullies. Okay, your mom, you're never alone. See that? See the calm water? You're never alone. She's letting you know that she's constantly watching over you and around you, but she's still saying, she's telling me about the scent. To watch for the scent, and that's how you'll know. The calm waters is also telling me that when you're near the water, reach out to her, because the water gives energy. I don't know why her energy is low. She says it's not as bad as it was when she was here in the physical world, but she still got very low energy. So I don't know if she either, I think you have to sit and meditate a lot more to get a stronger connection with her. And I'm not saying a connection in certain ways, because she's always watching over you. That she can do. It takes a lot of time for her to build up the energy to be able to get close to you, close enough that there's something that you're going to smell and you're going to know that she's there. I feel like you need to be around water and meditate more, because the water is going to help give her energy. It's going to feed her energy. So when you're around water, that is the easiest time for her to connect with you and let you know that she's around, because the water acts as a conduit, right? So that's what she's saying. When you really need her advice and really need to talk with her, make sure you're around water. But you're never alone. She's always watching over you. So know that. And she says, the bullies, how you dealt with this, how you were taught to deal with this when you were younger, that's how you need to deal with these people now. So I feel like she's totally on board with your first read. But she also wants to let you know that she's always around you. Okay. So we're going to take a couple minutes break, you guys. She passed from dementia. Okay. She lived in Hawaii as a child. She loved flowers. She was also an artist, and I want to take up painting. Water. The water. You need to meditate a lot. And when you want to speak to your mom, you want to clear your mind, you want to be near water, because the water is going to help give her the energy to get closer to you. Okay? And it's going to take some time, but I feel over time, you may even hear things. Sorry, I had a coughing fit there. I feel like the closer to water you get, the more energy she can pull from that water. And you may even be able to hear her whispers because she's bringing the water forward and she's bringing the sun forward. You are so welcome, Leslie. She lived in Hawaii. Wow. That's interesting because water, Hawaii is surrounded by water, and their lei is all flowers, right? Okay, something to ponder. Okay, give me 2 seconds, you guys. I love you too. And thank you, Marie. I'm glad that you popped in. I know you're okay. So thank you. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put this up. You read the questions in during the break because once I come back, I won't be taking any more after the break. So if you do want a question asked or a mini read, please get it in during the break or as soon as we come back. I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, I am back. Mm. Okay, this off. Get my... Okay, so if anybody else would like a mini read or a question, please get it in now. I'll give it one more minute and then we're going to cut them off. I'm trying to keep these at like an hour and a half, about an hour and a half, because I feel like going 2, 3, 4 hours is way too long. Okay, so you guys ready? I'm ready. Anne Lee. This is your first one. You wanted the black deck, so it's just going to be a general overall. Let's see what we got for you. Anne Lee. Okay, so we got the penguin and the dog. You got 2 that came out. So the dog is all about being faithful, but the dog also tells me that there's too many people trying to take control of a situation. Like with a dog, there's only one master, right? So with the penguin coming out, the penguin, sometimes it gives me a heads up as things aren't always black and white. Like, the penguin is black and white, right? So when this comes out on its own, it tells me about something isn't as black and white as you seem. But with the penguin coming out with the dog that is questioning somebody's loyalty, I feel like somebody else is meddling in a situation where they shouldn't be. Um, hmm. And the penguin's almost like there's a darkness hanging. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, sorry, you guys. I'm having a hard time with these huge cards, but I was drawn to this deck today because of my hand. Still, no surgery date yet, you guys, but let's see. Beauty is me. Yes, if you get it in quickly. Hope, anticipation, bright projects. Ecstasy, supernatural. These cards are coming out a lot today. It's confusing, kind of, Anne, over here with, I think there could be 2 separate things going on here. Because with the dog, I'm getting too many people trying to control a situation that's not theirs to control. And it's like, I'm getting so many different things. I think these are 2 different situations. Especially with this coming out. Because to me, the dog is all about loyalty, loyal to one person, right? Or one family. But what I'm being pulled from on the dog, because of the penguin coming out, things aren't that black and white. This is about somebody trying to cause, like, put a shadow or darkness over some kind of loyalty because there's too many people trying to be top dog. So are they combined? This is only going to be up for you to decide because you know your situation. I don't. But what I'm seeing, and because of the cards that come out, it's almost like somebody's trying to interfere with somebody's loyalty. So it's almost like, I'm going to give you a hypothetical because I don't know how else to describe this. It's almost like you are the person that was selected to take care of something, but there's other people meddling in that and trying to cause turmoil and darkness so you can't take care of it properly, or you can't do it properly because of other people meddling in with this. That's what I'm getting. So whatever this situation is you got to shut the others out and say, look it, I've been tasked with this. This is the way it's going to go. I'm going to do it the way that I feel is expected of me. And then they come in and start saying, no, 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 you shouldn't do that. You can't do that. You can't do it. It's got to be done this, and almost like bringing like a darkness over it. Like if you do it the way you want to, or the way you're planning on doing it, this. So you got to really separate yourself. And it doesn't matter whether it's your better half, your child, your parent, whatever this is, you've got to make this decision on your own because you were tasked with doing this for a reason because somebody trusted your decisions and your loyalty and that you would do the right thing. But somebody's questioning that. But it's not up to them to question it because it's none of their business, really. It may affect them in some way, and that's why I think they're trying to meddle. But you were tasked with this for a reason. The hope. This is somebody's anticipating, and I feel like it could be attached with this penguin, that it's not going to go their way if you continue down the trajectory that you're going down. They're afraid of being left out. This is about the ecstasy. I feel like there's somebody here that is not happy, number one, that you've been left in charge of something, or it's been left up to you for this decision to be made because they feel like they're not going to get what's expected. Like they feel more entitled than you. The supernatural, this is some kind of miracle happening. Something happened that you didn't expect. Let's get some information because this is I feel like so many things combining, like I'm just being thrown all over the place. So I don't know if this is somebody that you or people that you've had problems with in the past. But I feel like it's all coming to a head for some reason, and there is somebody in particular that feels like they're going to be left out, where they feel these decisions or these things should have been left up to me, and they're not. And I'm going to take and do everything I can to put a cloud over it. So maybe others start questioning. I don't know. This is sickening. Let's see. With this one, the Two of Cups. Um, they're questioning some kind of partnership. I was there more than you. I was part of this and you're shutting me out. So whatever this is what's going on, why this person is doing what they're doing is because they feel that they contributed enough that they should reap half the benefits, and they don't feel like they're getting that. The ecstasy is the moon in reverse. This is unhappiness. Somebody's misrepresenting something. They feel like they're not going to get what is rightfully theirs. They put their energy into this, and they should have been the one in charge, not you. But they're misinterpreting something here. Just because they may have put some work or helped in some way, that doesn't mean that they're entitled to half. The supernatural, this is something miraculously happening. Um, I'm going to give it a shuffle before I pull this card. Okay, let's see. The Five of Cups. Somebody's not happy. No matter, I don't think whatever the outcome of this is going to be, I feel like you're going to be okay. You got to do things your way, regardless of what anybody else is saying. You were trusted by somebody or asked by somebody to do certain things. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks and what they feel, because I feel like even though they feel that they're entitled or they should have been asked to do this, you were entrusted for a reason, because somebody felt that you were the loyal one, that you were the one that was going to do what they wanted you to do. They trusted you with it. And with this coming here, somebody's really not happy with you being put in charge, or with you having the final say about something, or directing something in a certain way. They're just going to have to get past it. I do think that it's going to be okay. Things are going to work out the way that they should and the way that it's supposed to. But this person is still never going to be happy with it. It doesn't matter. They're not going to be happy. You could even give them half of whatever this is, or agree to let them come in on something, but they're still not going to be happy, because now they feel, I should have it all. I shouldn't have to share. Wow, this is weird. Sorry, Anne, but it's just a lot of information. See, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. To me, that's telling me that, look at, I'm telling you, like, I was more a part of this than you ever knew. A cassette, outdated thinking. This could even be somebody that, even though they may have been highly involved in the past, they're not now, because this is outdated thinking, replaying events of over and over again. It's like, or the cassette could also mean like, yeah, somebody else tried this before too, and this is how I got what I wanted, so that's why I'm going to try this again. So stand up for yourself, do what was entrusted for you to do, and don't worry about what anybody else thinks. You were entrusted with certain things for a reason. Okay, so that was Anne, but we got Anne again. You want to hear from your daughter Whitney. Let's just Leslie, you're so welcome. Beauty is me. Yes, you can get a reading if you get it in right now. It's a $25 US super chat. Oh, thank you, Kate Bell. Oh. Oh. That's why it was so confusing. Oh. An entire infidelity on my husband's part that I recently found out. Entire relationship and marriage. Oh my gosh. That's why they felt entitled. Oh my gosh. His infidelity began when we were engaged. That's why this person feels like they're entitled to half. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Anne. I am so sorry. Wow. I am so sorry. What a dirtbag. Hello, Juanita. There she is there. Hello, Juanita. What a dirtbag, Anne. Okay. And you now want one for your daughter, Whitney. Let's see what Whitney has to share with you. Is Whitney still here? Anne? Why am I feeling that she's still here? Don't mind that noise, you guys. That's my printer cleaning the head or whatever behind me. Oh, I can imagine. I'd be gutted. Stick to what you need to do, is what I'm being told. Stick to what you need to do. And don't let anybody misguide you or make you feel bad about what the steps you need to take to protect yourself. Don't let anybody come in that and start making you feel guilty or anything. Do what you need to do. Now, Anne, is your daughter still here? Because for some reason I am getting Whitney is still here. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting from my loved ones, she's still here. She's here. So, Anne, is your daughter still here on Earth, alive? Because it's either she's still alive or she's here right now. I need to know from you, is your daughter still alive? So she's passed on? Because I'm getting from my loved ones that she's here. So that either means that she's still either physically in this world, like she's still alive, or she's here right now. And I could just imagine what we're going to get from the cards. You just said yes. Let me know. Has she passed on, or is she still here in the physical world? I'm assuming that you're saying that she has passed away. Whitney, what do you have for your mom, Anne? So if she's passed away, I'm telling you right now, she's here. Because that's what I'm getting from the other side. She's here right now. Anyway, let's see what Whitney has for messages for you. The Wolverine, you're a lot tougher than what you think. Okay? So she's sending you strength. Just know that they see everything on the other side. They see what's happening still here in the physical world. Yeah, I like she's here. One way or the other, she's here with us right now. You're tougher than you think. I'm still waiting on Anne to tell me whether she has passed away or not. And I'm getting like it's I don't know. It's like, come on, mom, you're stronger than what you think. I'm still, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I don't usually get feelings like this, but I'm feeling like she's still here. Um, and if she has passed away, then she is here with us for this read. Could be she recently passed too. I don't know. But I'm just going to give you the messages that are coming from her. Her last day in the light, unexpected endings, outsider, and anti-hero. Um, the outsider, I hate that there's a lip on this. It keeps, okay, outsider and anti-hero. This is somebody who takes a lot of risks. Unexpected endings, surprise changes, and sudden shifts. I'm getting here with this, with the last day in the light. It's almost like she's telling me that she was always daddy's girl for some reason. So I don't know if she had a very close relationship with her father. This was a close relationship with the father, and now she's feeling like the outsider. Um, this is like a misfit, like I don't belong. I felt like I was alone in this. Uh, whoops. Anley says, it kills me that she saw her dad doing with all these women. She passed 30 years ago. Okay. Well, she's here with us. This would explain a lot here then. She felt like an outsider too. I feel like she misbehaved and did certain things to try and fit in, to get his attention. The anti-hero, it's almost like she's seen the risks and everything. Like anti-hero is like, Dad, you're supposed to be my hero. You're supposed to be our protector. You're supposed to be this. You're supposed to be that. But that you were none of those. But she's still saying that at one point she was Daddy's girl, and she felt very close to him. Don't forget too that even though she's passed away, she sees everything that's going on with him, with you, and that's probably why you're getting this. See this? You're a lot tougher than what you think you are. She's saying that you're going to get through this. I know it's tough. It's almost like when she was here in the physical world, and even so now, she feels like what the idea that she had. So I believe at one time they were very close, your daughter and your husband. And I feel like there's something that happened there that put her at odds. Could it have been that she was seeing all this? Yes, but it made her feel alone. She couldn't go to you, and she couldn't express to him how this was making her feel like she was being pushed to the side. And here, the anti-hero, you see this anti-hero telling us that he was not what he should have been. Like, I don't know how he speaks of her. Okay, let's get some clarification. Okay, so her last day in the light, unexpected endings, surprise changes, and sudden shifts. The shift is telling me that there's something that happened here that took away her sense of security with him, with her dad, and she's not blaming you at all. But she could never share this with you because she felt like she'd already lost her dad. She didn't want to lose you too. And in a child's mind, that's exactly how she could have taken this. Like, I don't want the same thing happening with my mom. as what happened with my dad. So she kept it to herself. I think there was also a little bit of manipulation going on there too. So her last day in the sun, it's funny that the sun comes out in reverse. Okay. So this is telling me that she was dealing with a lot of negativity, a lot of sadness. Um, the positivity that she had in her life up to this, um, really had a negative effect on her. And I do believe it's not that she didn't want to tell you. She felt like if she shared this with you, that she would lose you too. Whoops. So I don't want you to think that, she was being malicious in any way with not telling you. She was scared. She was scared to. Let's see what comes out. The Nine of Pentacles. She didn't want to see you suffer. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse also is bad decisions, and deceit and failure. She feels like she failed you. Aww. Anti-hero. Well, we got the King of Swords in reverse. Um, he was very controlling. He was very brutal, very controlling with her. So it's who knows what he said to her to keep her quiet. But she also feels like she made a bad decision in not telling you about it. She wishes now that she would have came to you with it, that it would have saved some heartache. And she's sorry for that. Aww. There's still there's energies around her. I feel like if she would have still been here in the physical world, she would have wanted to take revenge. But on the other side, they're very forgiving. They don't let things like this bother them, like what he's doing. But it did affect her while she was still here in the physical world. And she felt like she was almost like in a catch-22. In her mind, she was young, that she felt like if she went to you with this, that she would lose you too. So that's why she didn't. And plus, I think that he manipulated her a lot with "don't tell mom" or "mom's gonna take off" or whatever. I don't know, but he did manipulate her. Um, with the King of Swords in reverse, with the anti-hero, she now labels him like a dictator. Like what he did was brutal. He was very controlling, and she's sorry for that. If we could only go back in time, right, and do things over, but I know that she knows now that she should have went to you with it, but she was very scared. So, which tells me she was young. Okay, so let's get a message from Whitney, please, to your mom, Anne. What do you want to tell your mom? Look at, I send you loving signs through nature. Watch for the white butterflies. I'm being really drawn to the white butterflies. I feel like she's still very protective of her thoughts. Because I feel like she knows it's not the right thing to do where she is, right? Because on the other side, you're supposed to forgive everybody. You're supposed to just take things as they are and whatnot. I feel like she struggles with that, because of what happened and because she still carries some guilt. But she tries to send you loving signs like, "Mom, I love you. You'll never lose me. I'm always going to love you." And she's around you when you're seeing the white butterflies. So watch for those white butterflies. That means she is around you at that time. Okay? I feel bad because she kind of took on, some hurt and stuff that wasn't hers to bear. It was his. He was a coward. But she sees him in a totally different light. And don't forget, she still sees what is going on, right? She knows everything. But just know that she is around you and watch for the white butterflies. Ann Lee says, not really. He was cheating, and I feel that she was born into cheating. And one of his affair partners was at her services unknown to me. She loved her dad, but I always felt that she knew. She did know, but she was scared to come to you with it because she didn't want to lose you too. Because she feels like at some point she lost that bond with him. Like she felt like she was secondary. You know what I mean? Um, Juanita says, sweet message. Anne says, I think he was controlling with his time, but he wasn't with her a lot with one-on-one time because he was out cheating. Hindsight now, my flower beds were covered with butterflies yesterday. There you go. Watch specifically for the white butterflies. She's around you at that time. She's always watching over you, but she is closest to you and around you when you're seeing the white butterfly. Okay, Kate Bell. Kate Bell wants to creative endeavors because your mom. Kate Bell wants to know about these creative endeavors. That came out. Roadrunner. Oh my gosh. Kate, Roadrunner come out, and right away I got no, 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 no. No, no, no. Keep going with what you're doing. Don't slow down. I don't know, Kate. I don't want to be disrespectful, okay? I'm bringing you the messages that I'm getting. And as soon as I see Roadrunner flip out, it's like, you're funny. So I don't know if don't take creative endeavors too seriously. Like if you jump into something thinking, this is great, this is going to take off, this is going to, because she's kind of giggling, it's like, it's good for a pastime, dear. Please don't rely on it for your income. She's kind of giggling for some reason. She says, and she knows you have a sense of humor. So that's why she's bringing this out. Uh oh. Uh oh. Was your mother very direct? Because I feel like that came very direct. Very direct. Let's see what she has to say. Free will. This is independence. Hunter, provider. This is somebody who's very aggressive and somebody who is good with I think she's giving you hints here about what you should be doing. And I'm going to tell you, I want one more card first. Primal. Okay. So with the Roadrunner, she's saying going full steam ahead because she's kind of giggling. What did you say your mom did? Mom was creative. Maybe she'll come through. She's she's showing me a photo, not a photo, something that you either painted or you drew. And although it was cute, I'm no, anyway, a mother loves it. Okay. She says you can get creative in other ways. She said that you're good at hunting things down. Like you're very independent when it comes to finding things out. Like you would be a good bounty hunter. You would be a good skip tracer. You would be a good somebody that has to look deep into things to get the truth or find information. She says that's what she always seen you doing. And she says you're quick. You're quick on your feet. Like, so if you're caught in a situation where you shouldn't be trying to gain information or something, you were quick with a good excuse that really sounded legit. Like, okay, I don't know if this is something she'd say, but what I'm being told right now, you could fall in a bucket of shit and come out smelling like a rose. She said you're very quick, witty, very quick with things, very free spirited. So, like, you could do something and fit right in, even though it's not something you would normally do. She feels like the direction you should be going in is something like that, where you've got to be some kind of like investigator of stuff, somebody that can track things down. She says that's your calling. Wow. The primal, this is like, you've been like this since you're a child. Okay. You've been like this since you're young. You could tell real from fake. You know what I mean? And it didn't matter how well somebody tried to cover something up. You could always find the truth if you went deep, digging deep enough. And it was almost like an instinct for you. Okay. So she's telling me that this is your calling. So I don't know what you do for work, but she's saying you're calling. And I guess in a way it is creative, because you got to come up with creative ways to kind of hide what you're doing, especially if you're investigating or try to dig deep into something to get the truth, or like to catch a cheater or a liar or somebody who's scamming or somebody who say jump bail and you got to go hunt them down. She says your instincts for that are on point. She says that's your calling. This is her. This is not me. That's your calling. She says you were always good at seeing through the BS. The Two of Cups. This is a partnership or a union. So I don't know if you know somebody who's already in some kind of business like that, but that's who you should be teaming up with. The Hunter. This is like somebody who can track things down, who can be aggressive in things and not take no for an answer. And this could be the way that you provide for not only yourself but your family. The Death. This is the end of a cycle. It's time to give up what you were doing and go into this. Right? This is all about change, right? Death is something ending for something new to happen. A lot of people fear this card, the Death card. They think, oh my God, somebody I know is going to die, or I'm going to die. No, this is an ending to something for a new beginning to start. And I feel like she's telling you, you need to go in this direction and team up with, there's somebody here that you know that is in this line kind of like of work. It's an end of a cycle here. This is a huge new beginning and could be a huge change for you. The Primal, she's telling me that you've been good with stuff like this since you were young. Couldn't hide anything from you. Yeah, see the Magician. You can make things happen. This is all about creation. So you asked about a creator. The Magician is all about creating an illusion, right? And I do feel like this is a line that you would be good in. Because you could make something look like something else. So, like, you could be talking to somebody, having a conversation, and this is a person that you're supposed to be investigating and finding out information, and you could be making it look like just normal conversation. So, I do feel like, I don't know if you're looking to change your line of work, but she's saying you're wasting your creative abilities doing something else when this is your calling. That's what I'm getting. Like Kate, she's telling me you're in the wrong business. I don't know what business you're in right now, but that's what she's saying. Self-indulgence. Focus on yourself and your self-worth. You deserve much better than what you're getting, is what she's saying. Keys on a ring. You got so many options. This would open up so many options for you. Excuse me. More options than what you have now. Because you could do this line of work anywhere, but it's almost like If I've given you anything of my creative spark that I have, this is what I feel is for you. This is where you're going to excel and do so well. But I feel like you don't trust yourself enough. For some reason, okay. I want to know what you're holding back, girl. I'm calling you out, Kate. I want to ask, and this is just my own. I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. Why are you holding back from this? Why would you be worried about jumping into this? Let's see. Judgment, the Hangman, and Four of Cups. See this Judgment? To me, it's almost like this may have been even something that you thought about doing, but somebody wasn't on board or somebody didn't give you the encouragement to do it. And it's almost like you might have had the opportunity already and you missed the opportunity. I think that you are feeling almost, well, with what I'm doing now, I'm kind of trapped in that. Like I can't stray from that now. Or there's a reason I'm too old, or I'm not in the right, state, or I'm not, it's almost like you're making excuses for not trying this venture out. And it's almost like I don't have many choices. I have to continue doing what I'm doing, even though this may be my calling. And you're kind of worried about failing in it, but you got to get some more confidence in yourself, girl, because by the looks of this, from what your mother's saying, is she thinks this is your calling. Any creativity that you would get, creativity comes in many forms. Some people are born with the instinct to be able to catch things like this. And she says, that's your calling. So you wanted to know, and that's what I'm getting. It's time to end it with the death. It's time to change things up. New beginnings. Never too old. You're never too old to change things up. So that's the creative spark that your mother feels that you have gotten from her. So I feel like I feel like you didn't get away with much when you were a kid. That she caught you in things. Kate says, that sounds so interesting. I used to work for a nonprofit that found lost dogs. She loved that I did that. Maybe I need to be a private eye. She is telling you, by what she just said here, that you're missing your calling. Is it scary at this point to change it up? Yeah. But you got to have confidence in yourself, because she has confidence in you. And you just said you used to work for a nonprofit that found lost dogs. You did that for a reason, right? That's my problem. I don't have enough confidence. And she just said, get it, because you're missing out on something that could be so fulfilling to you. If you don't have confidence in yourself, girl, nobody else is going to have confidence in you. And I'm telling you, I got the confidence in you that this is something. It was very strong coming from her. It's like, don't do this painting. Don't anything that, although she loved your drawing or whatever that was you done for her, because she showed me it. She loved it. But you're not going to make a living on it, dear. She just being honest. I think she's being brutally honest, but she loved it. But that's not your calling. This is your calling, she says. So have faith and confidence in yourself, right? You show other people how to think of you and treat you. If you don't have that confidence in yourself, you're projecting that like nobody else is going to have confidence in you because you don't have it in yourself. Trust yourself for once. You're never going to have this chance again. Like, I'm 61 right now. I wish that I had got into other things early on, so I wasn't sitting there doing bail hearings and this. I enjoyed more the private investigation and being out in the field, skip tracing, hunting people down, looking into things and finding things that were never expected to be found. when I had to go and serve people, I pretended to want to sell my brand new car and take a loss and everything to get to the owner because none of the other skip tracers could get to him. I got to him. He seen dollar signs, right? I seen his hand. That's where I put the papers. There was some things I had to do that I ain't proud of. That you do to get the job done. But anyway, I never done anything unethical. It's just I went into certain places where I would never go otherwise, unless it was to get somebody served, right? When I was doing process serving. So, but you build your confidence, girl. You can do this. You can do it. Get that mindset. You can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. And I'm telling you, I may be long gone, and I'm telling you, if you don't try it now, you'll regret it down the line. Because I do regret not getting into skip tracing, process serving, stuff like that. Because to me, I wasn't just sitting in an office looking through, depositions and doing motions, and that's so boring. The only excitement was a bail hearing. You know what I mean? I wish now that I would have got into the PI work and skip tracing and process serving a lot earlier in my life than what I did, because I was like in my 40s, mid 40s, late 40s before I got into that aspect of it, and I kick myself in my ass now, I'm telling you. So, but yeah. So those are the reads for today, you guys. Thank you for allowing me to read for you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you, but we are going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed your readings. I may do another one this week if I have time for those, because I know a lot of people, like especially during the summer, they're at their cottages or they're gone away for the weekends and stuff like that. I feel like once September hits, when kids are back in school and people are back on regular work schedules and everything, I feel like Sundays are really good days. But I want to do some maybe through the week for those who are not here on the weekends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up like I always do, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Nana. Some very familiar faces I hadn't seen in a while. It was so nice to see you guys back in here, and to get to chit-chat a little bit with you guys again. So with that being said, let's wrap it up. You guys can go and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I am going to go through the Barry Morphew witness list either Monday or Tuesday, because we've got some talking to do. I'm going to see if maybe Martin will come on with me too, maybe even my brother, if he is able, and we can go over this witness list and you guys can get our thoughts on what we see in there. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye-bye for now.